انشروا دين الله واعملوا لله واشكروا لله. بشراكم في الأيام، بشراكم في الجنان. يا شيخ أحمد ديدات حافظ كتاب الله، محيي دين الله، يا مواطن الأبي، يا مؤمن التقي، يا مؤسس القوي. بشراك في الأيام، بشراك في الجنان. شيخ أحمد ديدات بشراك في الأيام، بشراك في الجنان. الفاتحة والصلاة على النبي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
In the meantime, his legacy is already moving in the lives of others, and the IPCI is busy keeping pace with public requests. It receives scores of phone calls, letters, emails and faxes each day.
We are so well known here that even if the people don't write our address, they just write Sheikh Ahmed Deedat Durban or IPCI Durban, it has to reach us. The current trustees of IPCI are Mr. Ahmed Said Mullah, who is the Amir, Mr. Tahir Sitoto, an academic at Natal University, Mr. Yusuf Ali, Dr. Khatija Molloy, who is an academic at Rao University, Mr. Ibrahim Jadwat, Mr. Dawood Ngwane, the attorney, Dr. Muhammad Khan, Mr. Harun Kala, Mr. Akhtar Token, and Mr. Anwar Belem. The director of the IPCI is Mr. Rafiq Hussain. The new trustees over the past 6 years have indeed kept the legacy of its founder, Sheikh Ahmed Deedat, alive, and have also unanimously voted him as patron of IPCI for life. However, many sweeping changes, politically and otherwise, have taken place both in South Africa and globally, changes that brought into play new scenarios and new demographics. The IPCI had to meet these new challenges. One of its intervention measures was to bring in international guest speakers. Over the past few years, the IPCI brought the following dynamic personalities to our shores. Dr. Ali Musa from America, a previous drug lord turned social reformer. Dr. Khalid Al-Mansour, an academic from America. Dr. Deborah Mubashir, a former Baptist minister from America. Mr. John Yahya Kaysen, also from America, father of the boxer Hasim Rahman. Our current MC, Dr. Don Matera, is our own international personality in his own right, who ran a workshop on African Renaissance. Then came September 11th, which changed again, in a very profound way, the world we live in. To meet these challenges, we had as guests of IPCI, Dr. Zafar Bangash of Canada, and Dr. Enver Masood from Washington, D.C., who gave us some insight into the happenings of September 11th. IPCI also has embarked on making available relevant books to counteract the false propaganda and at times blatant lies that are being splashed on our print and electronic media. Dr. Enver Masood's book entitled War on Islam, which covers world events since the 1991 U.S. invasion of Iraq, details the news behind the news, things which we do not read in the papers. Publish It or Not is another book that has been produced and published by IPCI. It is written by two British journalists who are not Muslims, who wrote this book which exposes the human rights atrocities perpetrated by the State of Israel against innocent men, women and children in Palestine, when all the established print media refused to publish the facts. The book, written in Zulu by IPCI trustee Mr. Dawood Ngwane. We have a few more books in the pipeline to be published. Alhamdulillah, The IPCI, with the help of the Ministry of Qatar, have printed 5,000 copies each of Sheikh Deedat's very popular books, Muhammad in the Bible, The Muslim at Prayer. These books were out of stock for many years due to lack of funding. In addition to this, 5,000 each of Ingi Muslim and Ubatka, which are books in the local Zulu language, have also been printed to meet the dawah demands of the indigenous Zulu-speaking people. The IPCI is looking for sponsors to translate and print its very popular books and booklets into some of the other major local languages, example Xhosa and Sotho, as many requests are being received. Alhamdulillah, again, due to the help of a local businessman, Soligur, 10,000 copies each of some pamphlets which were out of stock for many years have been printed. My Mother, Fire in Your Bellies, What is Islam, which is a new publication, Alcohol, the effects of alcohol in Afrikaans and in Zulu and in English. The IPCI still receives hundreds of requests for its free literature and purchase of its many books, Qurans, DVDs, videotapes, etc. from all over the world, from China in the East, to USA, to Russia, to Africa, to Europe. The IPCI also receives hundreds of requests for free literature weekly from the many prisons nationally and internationally. In this snippet, we see a letter from a prisoner in New York who says he read Sheikh Deedat's one booklet and alhamdulillah has embraced Islam. And he sends $1 in appreciation. Alhamdulillah, many such letters are received weekly at the IPCI, and our postage bill runs into thousands of rands monthly. Again, with the help of Makhdoom Foundation and a local businessman who wants to remain anonymous, 43,000 copies of the Yusuf Ali simple English-only Quran, which we call the Dawah Quran, has been printed. This unique Quran answers the misconceptions about Islam in its introduction and has a section on the principles of Islam in Hindu, Jewish and Christian scriptures. This Quran is ideal for da'wah purposes, for schools, to put into libraries.